Dennis, thank you. We move next here tonight with all eyes on Capitol Hill as lawmakers return to Washington to try and fund and figure out how to fund the government. It is now day 14 of this government shutdown, and many federal workers are now wondering how long they will be left without a paycheck.
On Friday, federal workers got a partial paycheck covering the hours they worked before October 1st. But until Congress funds the government, they won't get any more. Today, air traffic controllers also got their last partial paycheck. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association handed out pamphlets in Arlington today warning about the risks to the aviation industry if the shutdown continues.
We will come to work. We will make sure that we do the job that we were hired to do. But anytime you're not receiving your paycheck when you expect it, the financial burden that is placed on your family and yourself is challenging, and it's something that is going to be on our minds.
Meanwhile, the military is set to be paid tomorrow. President Trump claimed on Truth Social the government has found the money to make sure military members get paid. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says the Coast Guard will be paid by October 17th. And while millions of federal workers are now furloughed or working without pay, around 3,500 have been laid off. And that includes more than 450 people at the Department of Education, many of whom are special education staff.
Tampa Bay 28 News reporter Annette Gutierrez today hearing from those parents and the advocates for kids with special needs who are concerned about how exactly this will affect them on a local level.
As of right now, there are more questions than answers as it relates to staff members that were let go and how it will impact us here at a local level. I spoke with a parent and an advocate of kids with special needs who tell us the uncertainty is creating some fear.
And so it's a bit scary because anytime you hear cuts, you think, okay, this is going to reduce. This is going to impact us probably in a negative way. But the reality is, we don't know. We don't know exactly what this is going to look like.
On Friday, the Trump administration announced layoffs to the U.S. Department of Education, with many sources saying it gutted the office responsible for overseeing special education. After learning about this, I caught up with Will Haynes, a Hillsborough County parent of a child in second grade who has an IEP, or an individualized education program. It's a legal document that outlines the special services a student with a disability needs to succeed in school.
What is the long-term plan for this? You know, are these layoffs part of a bigger piece, like getting rid of the Department of Education and special education? Is it just a leverage piece in the current government shutdown?
The unknown impact of the cuts at the Department of Education comes as the federal government shutdown now enters its third week. When Tampa Bay 28 reached out to the U.S. Department of Education for clarification, the department responded back to our email saying they are currently in furlough status and will respond to emails once government functions resume.
We want to believe that at the local level, every school is going to continue trying to do the right thing and take care of all of our kids. But if they get to the decision of, we only have this much funding and where's it going to go, that might result in some cuts that impact us locally.
Haynes says while he doesn't work with the U.S. Department of Education on a day-to-day basis, he knows the federal agency provides oversight to making sure the local education systems are being held accountable. The federal workers are also responsible for distributing the dollars associated with the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, which amounts to roughly $15 billion.
In order to change a law would require Congress to basically dismantle that, not just one person in the White House, but yet, Congress. And they need to have a majority to do that. And there has been no discussion from either side to do away with IDEA as law of protection.
Stacey Hoagland is the head of the Disability Advocacy and Support Specialist organization, which provides free advocacy to families of children with disabilities in the public school system. She says she is worried about what this could mean for students.
That is also one of the roles of government. It's supposed to be set up to take care of its most fragile, its elderly. And when we see things like this, we have to question whether that is at the forefront of their thought processes or not.
I sent an email to Hillsborough County schools asking them about how the federal staffing changes could impact us here locally, and they said they have not gotten any communication about how this will impact the funding here. Again, still a lot of questions, and we may not know the true impact until the government reopens. Reporting in Tampa, I'm Annette Gutierrez, Tampa Bay 28.